All right, I am. Okay, here we are pairing. I'm going to start sharing my screen and I'm going to open up the Epic first. And Lee, are you familiar with what the content editor is?
Not yet, but hopefully will be in a minute.
Oh, you will be. Okay, so I'm here. Someone tell me what to do. I have no idea what I'm doing.
Amazing. So this epic is about adding support for new content types in the content editor. So the idea of the content editor is WYSIWYG editor for GitLab flavor markdown. The idea is that you write in your text in a rich text editor, and then the editor will generate the markdown for you.
I can actually, I think I could open it up for one of my projects here. And
Is this, I seem to remember seeing something, has this come out recently or?
Yeah, it was released in 14.0.
Sure.
Yeah, I would also like to add why we are doing this, like why are we adding support for rendering everything? Because in a normal rich text editor, you have support to render everything by default. But Prose Mirror has a different convention. It has a schema-based system where only what you define can be added. Like if you say that a bullet list can only have list items, so that's the rule and no one can break that rule. But in actual HTML, you can have tables inside lists, inside tables and whatnot. So that makes it very prone to bugs. So by having something that is like restricted by a schema, that is very useful for us. And also, like you cannot, the content editor will only be able to render items that you explicitly allow it to render. So instead of like sort of like denying certain elements, you actually allow certain elements. So that is a better bug-free approach.
Exactly, and the library that we are using, as Himanshu said, is Prose Mirror, and they provide support for generating markdown for certain elements in GitLab flavor markdown. Like GitLab flavor markdown is a superset of common mark. That is, like the specification for markdown, and common mark has specifications for headings and lists, but it doesn't have a specification for tables. So we need to implement to extend Prose Mirror to know how to generate markdown for tables. And there are other elements like GitLab flavor markdown supports audio and video, support collapsible content, it supports definition list. All of that, none of that is a standard, are standard features of markdown. So now we have to write serializers. That's how we call them, to generate markdowns for those content types from the content editor.
Yep. It is, and I really, really like, so TipTap is this wrapper around Prose Mirror, which extends, uses it as its core, but extends it quite a bit. And I really like TipTap's, their API for creating these extensions. And so some of the extensions we have in the code already, would this live in content editor extensions maybe?
Yeah, actually those, the extensions live in two places. So there was some work done with TipTap around 2 years ago for generating markdown, like paste as markdown feature. So there are some extensions here, but there are also some extensions in the behaviors folder.
Got it.
So for the most part, we just need to copy the work, some of the stuff from TipTap, some stuff from behaviors, and our work should mostly be complete.
Cool.
But the main difference is that the old extensions, they use TipTap version 1 and we're using TipTap version 2, and it's a lot better for example, like I implemented task list yesterday, and it's a lot different from what it was in version 1. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
Cool. Yeah, I've just found an extension that looks slightly non-trivial, and I see it's like extending a base extension. So because we had like some specific behavior that we here, I guess. So it's, correct me if I'm wrong, but this epic is just a matter of making sure that we can support all of the GFM content by adding extensions for these certain types of nodes, marks, whatever they're called. And okay, cool. And so we've got a couple of them already, but you had one in mind that we could pick up. Which one were you thinking of?
I think I was thinking of picking up audio, but it's a little bit complicated because it involves node views. So I think if we pick up table of contents, that would be very easier because you don't have to mess around with node views and everything.
Yeah, I'm game for whatever. So let me know what you guys want to do.
Yeah, let me just see if there is already an extension in GitLab for table of contents.
I'm not sure what.
Yeah, I think we should just stick with the audio for now.
I didn't know this is a thing. What? What do you? How do you do this? Can you just do it anywhere?
Yeah, you go to that in that same issue and just put that ToC.
No way! I don't believe it.
That's, you have to put like underscores between the, well, you can do that as well. Try that one. Yeah, there it is.
Oh, what?
That's amazing. That's really cool. Okay. Okay. That sounds like a fun one.
Yeah, I think we can try out table of contents. If we run into issues, then yeah, we'll just delete and branch.
Yeah. So what do you think of you want to try this one out? I'm down for anything. Okay.
Yeah, ToC sounds a good one. There's already an implementation of this in behaviors. So if you want, we can look at that.
Can you say that again? There's something in where?
There is already an implementation of table of contents in behaviors. So we can.
Oh, is that a
behavior / table of contents?
Yes. Oh, great. So we don't have to. Oh, cool. Okay.
So, but anyway, the goal is that at some point we're gonna have all of those extensions implemented in the content editor, and we can delete behavior. We don't need to implement them, you know, to have 2 implementations of the same thing.
And this is old TipTap.
Yeah, this is version 1.
Okay, and so our new extension. So let me just first let me see if I can get the GDK running so we can maybe see whatever is going to happen. But the new extension, we won't be able to use this old. We won't be able to use this, or like, right?
We can use this. We just have to repurpose it as per the new syntax.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
We can also start by adding a failing test.
Okay. Yeah. So where should I go? I
open API Markdown .yml.
This one.
Yes. So now you can add an item to that YAML file where, you know, you're gonna write like a piece of Markdown snippet that is a table of content. And we're gonna use that picture to run a test that is gonna make sure that the content editor knows how to first interpret a table of content and generate the correct Markdown back.
Yep. Got it.
Yeah, but you also need to have some headings in there.
Yeah. So something like that.
You can even do it easier and just use a simple string.
Do we need to do
Oh
headers?
no, you need the headers. Of
Okay.
course.
Oh, you're good.
You could get an empty table of content otherwise.
Well, that's just like your opinion, man. Okay. I don't know. Okay, that's pretty good.
You really memorized the lorem ipsum.
What'd you say?
You memorized the lorem ipsum.
Oh yeah, man.
Latin's your first language, right, Paul?
Well, it's not even legit Latin. It's like I make my children memorize it. They'll have to recite lorem ipsum. Yeah. Okay. That's great. So I have a test. And with this API Markdown, I guess I need to run some fixtures. This fixture probably.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I've got GitLab trying to run.
I saw an MR that makes the GitLab service for tests like 3 times faster. Able to see that happening now.
We'll see what happens.
I'm interested in all the patches that they're making to Git and to stop when we're pushing and raising MRs at the moment. There's some real performance issues that are preventing community folks from raising MRs from forks and stuff. But
yeah.
Apparently there's some bonkers behavior that goes on when you push, and that basically like walks like 2 million refs and stuff like that. That's just, yeah. I don't know how people work on bigger projects than GitLab.
Yeah. That's really unfortunate, the situation that community members are facing, or community contributors that are contributing off of forks. I'm really impressed though with some of the solutions and how quickly we're hopefully able to resolve.
Yeah, considering they're outside of our box, if that's the right term, to see that somebody can get a patch into the actual Git code is awesome.
Yeah, we have like some legit Git experts that I think have been contributing to Git regularly. Like it's pretty cool.
I guess my brain for some reason assumes it's been around forever. I know that's definitely not true, but much more can you improve it? But
I know
some big sort of, I don't know what you want to call it, maybe not a bug, maybe a bug, I don't know, performance improvement.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's a lot of work though. Well, this thing is running and GitLab is running. So I'm in this classic situation of spending 5 minutes waiting for stuff and hopefully don't get distracted and or I'll lose the whole day.
So we're gonna start like copying the old, like translating the old extension, table of contents extension to the TipTap syntax in the meanwhile.
This one. So I need to create a new extension here.
Yes.
Yep.
Table. Oh snap! What happened? What? Oh my gosh! Something's doing something.
Just rename it.
I don't know. I lost. I've been upset with my computer lately. I'm sorry. All right. I'm sorry you have to.
Everyone is like, even my computer is like really slow.
Table of contents, and
isn't it? Oh yeah, it seems like it's plural. I thought that it was like singular. Table of content. No.
I think it's table of contents.
Yeah, it's table of contents.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
know.
Sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
No, you're good. So we okay. So these are extending. Oh gosh, what is freaking wrong with you?
Dead worker.
Giddily failed to install.
Yeah, that's fine. We know our test is going to fail anyway.
Is this expect? Do you think I can just run it again? Maybe it'll be okay. Oh, it looks like the GDK started. So at least we can manually test this out. So let me go to something there. Nope. Okay. Oh, we're going. All right. Here we go.
Root password.
Yeah, man. Every day I sign into GitLab.com using the root, the default password. If that ever like was a a flag for like, hey, some IPs are trying to break into our root account, I would probably get kicked off of GitLab. Okay, we're loading.
Let's go to week.
All right. This is my extensive testing of the last content editor MR. Okay, so a way that we could test this is manually would be we're adding some headings and stuff. It's another one.
I never really thought you could. I mean, I don't know how it would generate a table of contents when H3 comes before H1, but let's see.
Yeah, I thought I wasn't sure either. That's why I tried that out because I was like, oh, I don't know what's going to happen with this edge case. But this is the syntax, right?
Yeah,
That's right.
And what we would, let me save this. But what we need to have happen is if I switch to using the new editor, somehow we are either presenting it or something. So, but right now,
yeah,
so it's kind of doing something.
yeah. We present it, but we present it as actual list. And when you serialize it back, it's not going to be a ToC.
And the table of contents shouldn't be editable either, right? Because it's just like something that is generated.
Yep. So it's almost like we want to just keep this to look like something like that.
No, it would be actually a real table of contents that should update live as you type.
Oh.
But
But
can we prevent
that
the
would be-
user from like editing it?
yes, we can.
Okay, I'm sold. How do I do it? So, all right. So we got somewhat of a feedback loop, and I've got a file. I really don't know what to do here. I see some examples, but they're all extending existing extensions. Is there one where we're creating a new extension?
Yeah, we can start with emoji.
Okay.
Emoji creates a new node.
Okay.
Awesome.
You can just copy it over and
Yes, let's do that. Okay. Cool. So let's see what's happening here. The name.
yeah, we can call it table of contents, camel case. So that is the convention. Camel case because that is the convention TipTap2 uses. I don't know why they changed it, but
This is probably not inline, right?
That's right.
Okay.
And it doesn't belong to the inline group either.
Can we just delete the group?
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Wait a minute.
Did you catch
I
that,
think
Paul?
we should add it to a different group.
Add it to the what
block.
block
Should be a
group?
Did you catch that, Paul? It said it's supposed to be camel case, I think.
Oh, the names
Yeah.
are? Thank you. Okay. Okay. Draggable. It's draggable.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah,
Why
Why
not?
not?
of course. Yeah. This is 2021. Everything's draggable. So we've got
Yeah.
this. I love this as
So
emoji.
you don't need any attributes. So just
Okay.
delete the entire function.
So we can get rid of this. Parse HTML.
Yeah. Yeah, this part you can copy from the other table contents file.
Got it. Got it. Got it. Like,
So yeah, the parse DOM, yeah, you can just copy exactly that.
am I looking for this?
Now the parse DOM. So the parse DOM goes into the parse HTML over there.
Okay. Let me pull this off to the side. And so here, parse HTML, we're looking for tag. Oh, I see. So I'm going to do, I can do both of these. Do I keep the higher parse rule priority too?
Probably because you want that
yes,
that
can,
list to be. You want to get that that list to be cut before the actual list extension.
Yep.
You can make it 100. That's what we use right now, but we can refactor it later to make it a constant.
Like that?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. Oh, look, there's a block. Render HTML.
Yeah, that's the toDOM function over there. That we just copy that over.
Okay. So I'm just going to copy this over, and it's a array. I'm just deleting things. We need, oh gosh, okay. We need this thing. And we don't have any nodes we need to read from.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Cool. I have no.
We can remove that. That's like a
way
of
it's like while you're typing.
It compares the thing. Yeah.
Got it. Okay. Okay. And there, we don't need to do any on create, right?
No. We could create an input rule, but we can.
And that might be cool. And I think we should consider it. Like maybe if someone is typing the bracket underscore ToC, like maybe we could. That would be cool. But let's.
Yeah, let's add that.
Okay, let's do it. So I got rid of it. I'm gonna go back to here and. I'm just gonna add. Let's see what we have right now before. Do you mind if we just test out what we have right now before doing that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
we'll need to import this.
Yes, in there. So I'm gonna. All right, let me bring this bigger again. I'm gonna look for where do we import these extensions. I know we get a lot of them. I'm looking for content editor stuff. Here and create content editor.
Yeah, that's right.
Does it also need to go to Markdown serializer?
Yeah. I wish we had a single place import, but yeah, it needs to go in both places.
Okay. But it looks like create content editor has more extensions than Markdown serializer. Is that expected?
Yeah, because there are extensions that are not serializable.
I think in some previous conversations we talked about like flagging extensions as serializable or not, and like somehow. But anyways, for this one we'll need to add it to both, right?
That's right.
Okay. Oh gosh, I gotta stop searching. Okay. Okay. Why is this so? All right. Yeah. Normally it doesn't highlight like that. That's I'm so done with searching right now. Okay. Its table of contents starts with table low element LPQR.
You can just let ESLint to, to cry and
No.
tell you.
Are we interested in having like just one extensions index and then just importing by name or like doing named exports? Have you considered doing that, or this is a preference thing? It's not a big deal, but I don't know.
Yeah, that would help us not have to import it in two places.
Okay. So, oh, here's where the extensions go. Got it. Okay. So I'm going to add it to here, table of contents. Boom. And then let me just copy that same line. Boom. This is the right place. And let me see where I'm adding table row, because, oh, this is doing more. This is a little different.
Yeah, because you have to now to define the markdown serializer. You have to specify the.
Can you add it below paragraph, because I don't want conflict with the tables MR.
Yes. Add it here.
Yeah. Yeah, you can just copy the two markdown functions from there.
You can go to the old table of contents extension and find the two markdown implementation.
Oh, this thing?
Yeah, you can just copy it in.
Is that just like that?
Yeah.
Yep.
Boom.
That's it.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So we're saying this should all work now.
That's right.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Have I saved this? I don't think so. I'm going to save it and see where we're at.
Yeah, and let's also see how H3 before H1 works. Yeah, it doesn't, but yeah, that's fine.
It's what you'd expect, because I don't know, like, how is it? I don't know. I'd kind of expect it like that. It's a little weird though. This might fall in the bucket of user error. Okay, so I'm gonna hit preview. No, that's not the right one. Sorry. I'm gonna hit use new editor. Boom, look at that thing. And I can't like, oh snap, I just removed it. But I can drag it. Ah, cool. I'm gonna hit save changes.
No, don't save. Just try to delete something. Like, can you just delete it?
Delete, do you want me to delete the table of contents?
Yeah, when you press backspace, it should delete the entire thing.
It's gone.
Yeah, you can undo to bring it back.
Yep.
Yeah, it works for the most part, that it's a single entity. Now, all you need to do is, instead of having this phrase or table of contents, you need to have the actual elements instead of the table of contents itself.
Yeah, and I think we could do that. That'd be cool. Maybe, and we get some more time. We can try that out. So this is what we were expecting.
Yeah, that sounds like it went pretty well.
Cool.
I think that if we do, like if we start like displaying the actual list, we are gonna go above and beyond.
Let's do it. Because I'm sold. Let's do it.
Do all the other options, whatever you want to call them, extensions?
Yeah, it actually works too. That's amazing.
do they all have,
when you say,
toolbar buttons? Do we need to create a button, or does not everything have a?
Yeah, we should, but we need to think more about how to put all the toolbar buttons into a single more button, like a what do you call it? A barbecue.
Yeah.
Oh, the burgery thing.
Kebab. Kebab. Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
It
I
would
also
be,
like the option of the way that Notion does it. That it's just like you type a slash and then you get a drop-down menu with all of the content types you can create.
yeah, that's a cool idea. And I kind of wonder if maybe we should adopt this like double bracket thing that is already seems to be used in some of the GFM, maybe. Or even just an opening bracket may present a dialogue or something. That may be kind of interesting.
Yeah. Let's create an input rule.
Yeah. Oh yes, I'm so glad you brought that up. Yes, I was so excited about that. Let's do that. Add input rules. Oh no, I messed this up. Oh gosh, what is wrong with this?
Yeah, it's okay. My computer is also like weak. So.
So I got rid of our import rule. We still need that. Let me see where we're input rule again. This is it. So
You can do it way easier than that. Go to the second search result.
this one.
That one. Yeah, that's like a helper where you can just like put the regular expression and pass the node type. And that's it. Like I implemented in emoji a more complex regular expression because I needed to do, some things, but
All
you can
the
just go with
emoji
that one.
things. Yeah, let's do it. That's great. So
Yeah, this should be easy.
this, oh, it's called a node input rule. Node input rule. We are gonna return, I'm gonna just copy this. But our regex is gonna be, does it take regex or can it take a string? It has to be regex?
Yeah, it has to be regex.
Okay, that's fine. Oh, yeah, I don't need this. I'm just gonna call this input rule regex. Exp. And we're talking about bracket underscore ToC bracket.
There is also an alias for it. Like you can do it in two ways, like only using one bracket and ToC, or that syntax that is a little bit more complicated. So we could even allow
Let's
the
do both.
user to use both.
Yeah, we could do that in one regex, or could we do, is this an array because I can add multiple things to it?
Yeah, you
I
can do
think
it
you can
both
just
ways.
add. Yeah, it would be better to do it just in one regex. You can just add a question mark to one of the brackets.
Well, I don't know if I can just do a question mark. Maybe I can. Like if it can only be this way, like is it only ever this or this? It's only those?
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm just gonna be explicit about it. I'm gonna
You can do a pipe. You can do a pipe in the same regex.
Yes, I could, and that's what I was saying. I could do just one regex, but I think, what do you think of this? And then I know.
It's a bit more explicit, I guess, isn't it? A bit more verbose, readable.
Yep.
What I like about that version is that creating a regex at those two things is like, very difficult to understand when you go back to that code.
Yeah, pipes get weird.
Yeah, it put it in a single line anyway. So.
Oh, it sure did.
Might as well just put a pipe there.
Might as well just put a pipe there. That's pretty funny. Yeah, we could, I guess. Do you all think this is kind of cool of like just mapping, to rules? I don't know.
That's okay.
Okay.
I think that's like if we have like only two items, I would have done like repeated expression. But
That's true.
But I don't know. We all have preferences. So
This is very true. So yes, feel free to interject with if you have a strong preference of doing something different, please let me know and we'll do it. I'm just playing around. So now I should be able to add one. I'm going to refresh this, and now I should be able to, from the Markdown editor or from the new editor, delete this and then re-add it. We're talking, oh, what? It was so easy. Oh, that rocks.
Yeah, let's try the other one as well. Let's see if we can have multiple table of contents.
Oh, yes, let's do that. One thing that is hard here, this would be nice if I could see my cursor. Like if I could see it go from before the table of contents and then all the way get to the end of it. But like right now, I don't really quite know where I am. But now that we're talking about it, I see this weird thing highlighting. I kind of would expect to see it right after the S, but that's just me being picky. But yeah, let's try the other way.
no, you're not being picky, Paul. It's just like you don't imagine how difficult selection and cursors are as a problem. Really.
Yep. Yeah, no, this is cool. So I have 2 table of contents now, and I'm saving it. Oh, yes. Okay, now, but here's the dream. We're talking about, rather than just rendering table of contents, we're going to render actually the table of contents.
Yep.
So let me ask a question before we go down that path. And I know we don't have a lot of time, but it's not going to take us long because, you know, we've gotten so far already. Is it going to update as I make other changes?
Initially, no, but you'll have to do some little bit of more work to make it update. First goal should be to just have whatever is there show up.
I kind of would like to see, I'm kind of curious to know if like keeping it live, like if that would need to change our approach a bit. I'd almost want to see, what do you think of doing this for our next feedback loop? But what if, oh gosh, okay.
By the way,
we really need to put this, what'd you say?
There is a tutorial in the ToC website about building a table of content extension that does exactly that. So we can take some inspiration from there.
Cool. Yeah, let's do that. Maybe I should check that out. I was thinking for this first iteration so that we can get the difficult part down of getting it live. What do you think of showing just table of contents, but then with like a bracket of how many headers they are? Like, let's maybe not worry about rendering it, but just make sure we can stay up to date. And then once we're like, okay, now we've got something happening that's updating. Now let's just write the pure render function of how it should actually render. What do you think of solving the updating? I'd like to try to solve the updating problem first, and then we'll render it.
That sounds right. Yeah.
Okay. But you said, what'd you say, Himanshu?
Yeah, if you're able to get how many list items, how many headings are there, you might just well get content of them.
Yeah.
It's a little bit tricky walking through the entire document because you don't really have access to that.
Yeah, I don't know. Do we want to take a look at this tutorial you were talking about, Enrique?
Yeah, we should do that.
Yeah, let me send you the link. Where should I send it?
You can just Google ToC table of content.
Okay.
So,
if you want to, also on the Zoom chat is good.
Yeah, let me share it there.
All right, you got the link. I'm just gonna go to it. So. Yep, awesome. Okay, so we're talking about, that's dragging. Here's table of contents. Okay, all right, let's see. What are we doing here? Is this really working? Oh, it does work. Okay, all right. How does it do that? That's can't be it. What is going on?
Yes, there's three files there. There's component.view, index.view.
Oh, that makes sense.
Oh no, are they reading what is headings? Methods, handle update. Where is headings coming from? Where's headings going?
Let me see. What is that? What is headings?
So headings is some sort of state. So every time,
Yeah, every time that the document changes, that's the handle update method. It will iterate while through the document tree, pick up the heading nodes.
oh my gosh, is this a view component?
That's
Yeah.
right.
How do we do that?
So we can take like a rows mirror
You just
node and
return a
render
view
it as a
component.
view component.
Yes, that's great. Let's do that first. Okay, that's so great. Cool. Add node view. So is that all I need to add? I need to just add a node view. I don't need, this is otherwise is all good.
Yeah.
Okay. Add node view.
We're all
And
natively pessimists here, and we always think, no, it can't be just that.
yep. Where should this component live?
It should be in there's a folder under. You'll see it.
What do you think of having it live in extensions?
No,
Well,
there's already.
Yeah, there is a place it's called in the components folder.
Okay.
It's called wrappers.
Okay.
So we have a wrapper for images. So when you are uploading an image, it's showing a loading indicator and all of that.
Cool. Okay, great. So I'm gonna just do something crazy right now. We're just gonna have this say table of contents from view. And I need to return a new one of these.
Side note, while Paul's bashing away, why don't we use the content editor in like comments and issue descriptions and whatnot?
Yeah, that's the goal.
Okay, that's the plan. Cool. So is the wiki kind of the, I don't know, guinea pig?
Yeah.
That's right.
Awesome.
Yeah, because I shouldn't really say, but no one really uses wikis, so that's why it's just getting.
Right.
But when we started shipping content editor, we realized lots of complaints, so people actually use wikis.
This should work.
I don't think you need the new.
I probably don't. I do not. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, that syntax is misleading, the Pascal case.
Yep. It is.
Yeah, but rules are meant to invoke it.
Okay. We got to really somehow put this over here. My first reaction when I see this is to X out of it. GitLab has trained me to
Ignore.
click X's on blue boxes. Oh no. Okay, yeah. I thought something's not working. Is it because I'm doing render HTML? I need to get rid of this.
I don't know. Just
open the image extension.
Oh, open the image extension.
Yes. So go.
It is not doing render HTML. So we might just need to do this node thing. So that's interesting. We could
give it a try.
Yeah. And that's an interesting that they have those as separate functions. I would imagine that there's some sort of abstraction there that's like that's some common thing.
I would expect that we can define both, like the render HTML, because imagine that you want to convert your document to HTML and save it as such. You should be able to have the view component and the render HTML function. Oh, there is an error.
Because do I have to extend something? I probably do.
Oh yeah, you have to use some.
Got it. Okay. I was hoping I could just drop a template. I don't know why it sets all this up for me.
I feel like VS Code is always remembering us that we don't use Vue 3.
It sure is.
Not for long, right?
Well,
Never heard that noise before, Paul.
All right, I realize now I also misspelled this. That is about all we need from it, I imagine.
Yep.
Okay. Do I need to give it a name, maybe? Do we usually do? I usually don't give components names, but do you think it requires it to have a name?
No.
it's not required, but it's useful when you are debugging in the Vue test utils.
Okay. When you're using the Vue extension, the browser extension.
That's right. I think the name is Vue dev utils, right? Like you can see the component name in the tree and search for it as well.
Oh yeah.
So I got it, but I also got this error. And it sounds like if we get an unexpected error, maybe we might be swallowing them. Is there a way that we can make sure that we can have it in the console?
Yeah, if you add a breakpoint to wiki form.view.
Okay.
Really following the error.
So somehow we're doing this if content editor render failed. And that happens when yeah. All right. Here we go. What?
Yeah, it's complaining about the render DOM not being available. I guess you need that function. You can just
It's complaining about, wait, if we do set serialize content.
no, it's complaining about the function that you just deleted from table content.
The render HTML one.
Right.
Yeah, the render HTML.
But
so
we don't want it, right?
Need that function. We do want it because you will eventually need to render something. You need to return something, even if you don't want it. You should return something like an empty object or something.
Does image, maybe look at emoji, Paul, because doesn't image extend? Yeah, image extend something.
That's
so
why.
be,
that's why.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's have a look at our friend emoji and see what he does.
Yeah, let's. I'm curious about that, and I imagine this one does just the render HTML because this one doesn't need a view component or anything. So.
Oh yeah, damn. So we can't really use that. Sorry.
You can just use whatever is there in the tutorial also.
Yeah. What's
by tip.
Use what?
The tutorial that you had up in.
Oh yes, good idea. So they add node view Oh yeah, and they're rendering the HTML. Well, why didn't it work?
Yeah, I think you can just
Oh, do you need to like specify Atom maybe as a thing? Is that a thing?
yeah, you can do that. So that kind of indicates they cannot have any children.
Which it can't, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm surprised that the image extension doesn't fail in the same way.
Well, what we saw is that the image extension is extending a base one.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's true.
So I think
Probably defined in there, isn't it?
yeah, I think that might be what's happening. So when I go here though, there's no errors.
You're in
guys,
the old one, Paul. Old one.
oh, it's working now. Okay.
Cool. It must
Clearly-
have just needed a refresh or something, you know. Turn it off and on
Yeah, but-
again.
Yep.
But what did you change?
I just added it back. Nothing.
No changes at
So-
all.
Maybe I didn't save the file when we added this.
So yeah, you can just delete the table of contents string there. You don't really need that.
Well, it might be. Do we want to? You think?
Because you're already using a node, right? So you don't.
Okay, that works for me. Like that. Cool. I know it's that time, so I'll create an MR for this and push it up, and I may try to go down a little bit of that tutorial of making the component react to changes and stuff, so we can update the table content. Sounds so sweet. Wow, I'm so impressed that we can use view components like this. That's going to be amazing. Really cool.
It was very cool as well. Yeah. So
Yeah.
we did so much so quickly. So thank you, Paul, for setting
Yeah.
this up.
It's really interesting. Cheers, guys.
All right, take care. Bye.
See you later.
Bye, Lee.
Bye.
Bye-bye.